Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? I hope you're feeling blessed today. I hope you have everything you need and you're heading towards everything you want. Today, I want to touch on something that's extremely controversial. Um, some people believe in it, some people don't. But I'm here to tell you my experience with it, and hopefully it helps you. So today, we're going to talk about gang stalking. This is an organized group of people. Um, they follow you around. They taunt you. They set up traps for you to get into things, trouble. They film you and just basically intimidate you and keep you in a state of fear and anxiety, right? So for me, I felt like as soon as I started following God and was closer to God, that's when a lot of it started, right? Once I started praying every day and I had lost most of my earthly possessions and I only had God to rely on. Once I started asking him for forgiveness for my sins and wanting to be closer to him, it's like a light went off in me and the demons attached to people started doing organized gang stalking, right? So following me from place to place, coming up to me saying odd things, holding their phone out to film me, driving in circles around me, parking next to me, shining their brights in my window at night while I sleep in my house. Now I can only imagine for a person who lives in their car, right, in your vehicle, where all these people lurk around and do these things, right? You would never get a break. It would be close to pushing you to a point of insanity, right? And that's kind of the goal. The goal is to intimidate you, make you revert back to your old ways, stop following God. Um, they want you to see the crazy stuff they do, something that you're like, whoa, that's wild. And then you go to tell an average person and it makes you look crazy, right? Gets you locked up in some facility or causes doctors to put you on medication that you don't need. This is all a battle of good and evil, right? It's quite simple. It isn't like we're it isn't like we're um, insane and schizophrenic and depressed and anxious all the time. These things are being put onto us, right? So I think these are normal human reactions to evil stimuli, right? So it's like, of course, you're going to react in this way. And of course, you're going to confide in the people that are closest to you. But you got to ask yourself this, right? A person who seems completely sane, educated, never really had no mental issues in his life, goes through life fine every day, works hard, well respected, tells you that this is going on. Why would your first instinct be not to believe them? That's what I would like to know. Because of course, whenever God shows us certain things and we see evil, we want to go to our closest and talk about it, right? Of course, I would want to go to my mother, my father, my grandparents, my brother, and say, you won't believe what God showed me. You won't believe what I'm seeing. And the first thing they do is deny you and call you crazy, right? But yet they can read the Bible and understand that we're prophets and God's anointed and Jesus, the amazing things he did, right? And you're telling them all this is real and I'm going through similar things and I feel this way. And they deny you and they go, this can't be real. Lock them up. They need medication. But what about all your other actions throughout life? The kindness you showed, your will to follow God. You always making situations better. You loving people and being there for them. Where does that go out the window? How does that go out the window when you tell them something spiritual? I'll tell you why. Most of them have demons attached to them as well, right? And they're not happy for you. They want to know why you have a direct connection to God and they don't. And it's because of the way you live. It's the way you love, the way you care, the way you read scripture, the way you give your all to him. And they don't. You're a constant reminder of what they do not do. You become a mirror for them. And once you do this, they got to know what you're up to at all times. This could be hacking your devices, following you around, taunting you. You know what's going on because God has given you the eyes to see, the ears to hear. But these people are still living in this lower level matrix. Their vibration is extremely low, right? So they're not going to be on your level or be able to comprehend what you're saying. They're not trying to act oblivious. 9 times out of 10, they really cannot see what you see. Since I was a jit, I've been able to see spirits, angels, demons. I've always had a connection to God even before I knew what that was. If you were to go back and ask my parents and my grandparents the things I've seen as a child and what I've been talking about my whole life, You'd be shocked. You would have to say this person's schizophrenic, etc., right? But let's do this. Let's look into schizophrenia. Let's say, okay, this person's schizophrenic. Well, how come in every situation I'm normal except the one with God, right? Can you still call me schizophrenic? He's schizophrenic because he believes in God and believes in the miracles and the angels, the demons, and the spirits. I don't hallucinate. I don't see nothing going on. I don't see nothing crazy, but yet they'll tell you this because the medication doles you down. It doles down your senses. It makes you dull. It makes you fit into society because you, my friend, are an abnormal anomaly. And what do we do with anomalies? What does the world do? When we have something great and beautiful and huge, we eventually kill it and destroy it. Look what they did to Jesus. Look what they did to most prophets. This brings a lot of fear and envy and jealousy, man, when you have these abilities and these gifts. The best thing I can say is to eventually get away from all of the naysayers, the deniers, the people that want to bring you harm. Go somewhere, build you a safe environment, and continue to grow in faith and with the Lord so that you can spread this word. Whatever you need to do, whatever you need to put into play to make sure that you get to that point, do it. Because God is calling on you. And many will be called, but only a few will be chosen. So choose where you stand. I'd rather be here than the latter. If you need me to be your strength, then every day come click on these videos. Every day message me. Comment. I'm here for you. I want you to understand who you are, and I want you to walk through life boldly and know that you do not have to feel guilty or ashamed of your connection to the Lord. It's something everyone has a right to. Will they take advantage of that? No, because they're connected to their earthly desires and their flesh. And you're not so invested in material things as much as you are the Lord. You love people. You want to be there for people. You love everything and everyone. You want to see growth, and you feel a spiritual pull on your life, and you want to head somewhere better than this. You know this isn't it. This is the world they created for you to live in, and you don't fit. So what's wrong with not fitting in? Stand out. That's what you're meant to do. I just wanted to drop that message on you, man. I love y'all, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care.